few years ago, someone in Mojang decided that, hey, we should include an Easter egg in the game and change the texture of the chests during Christmas. It's fine if you're playing vanilla, cause this lasts only a few days. But if you're playing a mod pack with 200 mods, it becomes an issue. You get a hat, you get crazy wings, you get whatever the hell this is, or you get these, you get crates. And finally somebody decided that it's nice to switch all the oils with chocolate milk. Now that we're all in a very Christmassy mood, Merry Christmas everyone, and Happy Holidays. How are you doing today? How's life? A few days ago I went adventuring and I caught a sea serpent in a safari net. So I'm wondering if we can spawn them again, because if we can, that means we can also farm dragons. 2 buckets should be enough. I don't want a lot of them. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, good to know. We should stop this probably. They're not that harmful. Yeah, I mean, when they are on land, they don't seem to care. I wanted to keep a small one as a pet in our pond here, and he's not being very cooperative. He killed all the squids, and now he wants to kill me. So maybe they're not very good pets. These lightning rods from environmental tech are cool. Why was there a lightning? It has 600,000 RF inside. Okay. I just wanted to say that they look nice. I was not expecting a lightning. It's not even raining. So wait a minute, do you count as lightning? Because I did that, and let's see if it happens again. Nope, it didn't. But actually there is a way from blood magic that we can summon a thunderstorm. So if we put a bucket of water and we put an imperfect ritual stone here, we should be able to cause it to rain. Yep. I made a mess. Well, it did not happen again. It's not the correct type of lightning. I don't know, but the thing is, they look really cool and I wanted to incorporate them on top of the mountains, you know, as part of our base. And I thought if they actually produce power, then it's something that I can look into. This is tier 1, so this is garbage, but you know, the higher tier ones are much better, because I saw the last tier gives us like 1 billion RF each time. No, it's not. Okay. It's still not. I was talking and this guy got hit by lightning again, and I'm extremely confused because it's sunny and I didn't do anything. Anyway, it's weird. Maybe we'll use them anyway. It happened again. Anyhow, we need to automate the production of these crystals, and so far I've been doing that manually, which is not a very efficient thing to do. So this ritual that we have over here splits this raw demonic will into these 4 crystals. And now there is another ritual which allows us to harvest it, and it's called, I forgot what. Crack of the fractured crystal. It's big. As I was saying, this guy is big, but we can just fit it under the other one, because that guy will make the crystal, this guy will break it, and we just need a hopper to collect everything. In blood magic, some of the rituals work like Lego, so basically you can just stack them on top of each other. Those are the rituals which complement each other. So this one creates crystals and this one breaks it. So they work hand in hand. The thing is, I made a slight mistake. So this guy could have been 1 block lower because there's nothing above this block, so they would have fitted in perfectly. The second mistake that I made is, I didn't know that because I never tried this before, is that this guy starts breaking this crystal before it can split. So I have to activate this guy after I have the 4 different demonic will crystals. That's something that I did not know. Anyway, we are out of demonic will and I have to go and hunt some. So I'll be right back and then we'll modify this. We have 13,000 demonic will and I think that should be more than enough for the start. Anyway, this is the ritual of the fractured crystal, and in order to make the other one which splits the crystals, we are just going to put the master ritual stone on top of the other one. So we put you here and then I need to find it. Yes, facaded crystal. So they should just fit in like this, right? Yep. It's a perfect fit. I thought this is a beautiful structure, why should I hide it underground? So I raised it by 1 block, I put the other one on top, and the top one is active, so it's making crystals. It's going to take a very long time before this guy splits, so I don't think we will be able to see it in action this episode, but basically I also put an ender hopper down there, so that when the crystals are broken, they will be dropped here, and that will collect it and send it to our ME system. That's basically the plan. I want to work a little bit on our reactor area. I know I said that in order to generate more RF, we are going to get into different mods, and we are going to also get into deep resonance so that we can generate RF from crystals. The problem is, our power consumption jumped from 800 RF to 4500, and I don't know why. So this guy can use an upgrade. There are also a few mistakes here. For instance, this gap is 12 blocks. It should have been 11 and I made a boo-boo, so it's not aligned with this one. So this column has to go 1 block to the right, and I also aligned the reactor with this building, so that also has to go 1 block to the right. While we are doing that, we can also upgrade it. We can also add a bit of coolant to make it more efficient, but I'm not gonna change the checkerboard pattern because this is our floor area and I like how it looks. As I said, it's not going to be the most hyper efficient reactor, but it's actually much more efficient than the one we previously had. So fuel consumption went up by 50%, but the power output is almost double. So we are generating 40,000 RF per tick, which is not that bad. The only problem I have is with the snow. Putting lights will not help. So I'm thinking of making a walkway around it. That way we can also see the control rods, and it will look much more realistic. This is basically the catwalk that I had in mind, and we can just walk around here and control the control rods. Of course, we are not going to do that, our technicians will do that, and this is going to make it much more realistic. Of course, it's not going to be that realistic anyway, because you cannot convert heat into electricity. You first need to convert it into kinetic energy and then create electricity. This is why nuclear craft is no more realistic than the big reactors. At least this one has control rods on top. I was not aiming for a beautiful building, but apparently I tried so hard. So yeah, this is the result. Anyway, it's not supposed to be a building, it's just basically a cover for the reactor, and that's it. Later on, when we will have a turbine nearby, I might change it, but for now this will do. If I'm not happy about it, there's literally nothing I can do because we don't have steel anymore. Well, we have iron, we have coal, what we don't have is coal coke. I'm cooking it right now, but it will take a lot of time. Let us also try and finalize the build of this guy, because as it stands, I'm not using it that much. I think what we're going to do is to dig down, just a little bit. And we just reassemble this guy in the hole. Yes, something like this. I was thinking, can we put ruins as decoration? Yeah, it's not that bad. It's expensive. I think our next challenge will be how to automate this guy, and it should not be that difficult. It has to be activated by an activation crystal, and then it needs to receive a reagent. And I think if we use a mechanical user down there, and then use an open crate to drop the reagent, it should work. Let's try. For testing purposes, we do have a block of obsidian up there, we do have a mechanical user down here, which is activate the block with item. I'm not sure if it's the correct option, but we will test. We do have an activation crystal inside, and we have an open crate from Botania. If we put our reagent inside, I've been told in the comments that the values for different meteors have been changed, and apparently for a diamond block you're going to need 5 million LP, and we have that, so it should work. Let us try. So if I press U, I have a magnet. Again, if we press U, nothing happened. Okay. Use item, entity, generic click, place block. I don't know. You would think that it should be activate block with item. What am I doing wrong? Alright guys, it's been a while later and no matter how hard I tried, I could not automate the master ritual stone using a mechanical user, using redstone, and even using an inverted ritual stone. Which I didn't know if it's gonna make any difference, but I thought I'll give it a go anyway. Anyway, I cannot automate this. In 1.7 there used to be a tablet, I think, from Tomcraft, which could activate this, but we don't have this in 1.12. And we don't have autonomous activators, so I don't know how this is going to work. In any case, it's a bummer that we cannot automate this, but it's not a huge bummer because technically when you want to fully automate this guy is when you have a well of suffering and you put this guy on a timer so that whenever you have, I don't know, 3 million LP, it will be activated. We're doing self-sacrifice, so we can't fully automate it anyway. I also prefer doing self-sacrifice rather than having a well of suffering because, well, when you have the well of suffering, you just basically have to spawn mobs and make them suffer. In this way, when you're doing self-sacrifice, you have to pay attention to your hearts, regen, and also food, which is something that I like. So basically our automation is just limited to placing the block of obsidian on top, like so. We have to manually activate the ritual and give it the reagent, and wait for the meteor. I hate you. I have done this several times and never, ever did it break. Honestly, before recording, I tried this several times. The boar was fine, the ritual altar was fine, and everything was fine. When I pressed record, it just wanted to break my boar. Anyway, I made another boar, I made a backup boar, and now we should be able to just mine it. Which is cool. Also, I was lazy to make a pickaxe of the core, so I supplied this guy with a dark pick from Ender.io, and it works fantastically well. It's actually much better than the pickaxe of the core, so we're using this one. I also increased the height of the obsidian block, so next time we should be fine. I hope. Oh, and by the way, the crystals here have fully grown, and I think if we activate the bottom ritual, which I think this was the master ritual stone for it, it should start working. Do you? Oh yeah, it does! They're popping off, and the hopper should pick them up. Perfect. Talking about health regeneration and extra hearts, I've been busy. So, we do have 2 healthy level 7s, and we have 3 6s, and there's one on me. And if we use the ritual of the cleansing soul, we can take it out. We're going to combine all of them in an anvil. So at the end, we are going to have a healthy level 9. I'm not going to go for 10 because apparently it exceeds the amount of upgrade points that a living chestplate can have, so 9 is a good number. This is a very temporary ritual and we are only going to do it once, so I don't care where we do it, we're just going to do this here. This is the ritual of the living evolution. Yeah, it's done. Anyway, what it does is that a normal living chestplate has 100 upgrade points. If we take another one and activate you, now you have 300. So now, if we wear the new living chestplate that we just made and consume you, yes, we're using 215. I could have made a level 10. That's fine, but we should have tons of health. So this guy is functioning, but it has one giant flaw. If the crystals fall on the top, this guy cannot pick them up. So I have to bring it up by one more block. Oh, and by the way, we are at blue hearts, so I'm very happy. One more thing, I want to have tough palms in order to get a bonus when we are doing self-sacrifice. How much points do you consume? Not that much, good. So if we swap our training bracelet, we should be fine. Okay, that's 85 buckets full. We need to upgrade this. So I have also upgraded our ore miner to tier 2. I'm using the speed upgrades. I actually first made the tier 2 with the speed upgrades and then I moved to a crystal lens because I thought it would be faster. We're not using it for ores, we're mainly using it just for crystals and just the platinum ore. The thing is, we have enough crystals to upgrade it to tier 3 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, then we should be able to get palladium and we're going to go as far as ironite. Not more than that, because I need ironite in order to have creative flight. I think. Yes. So that's the maximum level we're going to upgrade it. We can actually upgrade it right now to tier 3 and we can also make the nanobot beacon. For health boost, strength and creative flight. This guy is now tier 3 and it's consuming 9000 RF per tick. That's 25% of our entire RF production. But we are getting tier 4 crystals, and if we upgrade this guy one more time to tier 4, we should be getting ionite. And then we can make the nanobot beacon. I just checked the time on today's episode and it seems that we don't have enough time in order to do a major project. So we're going to continue with the small things that we have to do so that everything will be functioning in our world. We need to get an apple tree. And I need to make a portable analyzer, so for that we needed a carpenter. Give you the pattern, we give you all the stuff you're going to need, and you need RF, yes. Now that it has RF, it started working and it's very slow. Oh, the analyzer requires honey drops. Ooh. I don't have honey. Damn. It's not the end of the world, we just need a centrifuge and one scoop. And there's like a bajillion hives here. There are a bajillion hives, but so far I only got one comb. That's it. Yes, the second one. I think that's enough. Okay, if we give you a bit of upgrades and put you inside, you should give me a honey drop. Where is it going? Oh, it came here. Okay, we're fine. Someone told me that if we analyze an oak sapling, that should give us an apple sapling. And that was correct. Great. So let's just grow you. That's it. If it's from forestry, I remember it to be different. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I can bone meal this guy, but it's not the best. Yeah. What can we do? I made a cocoon of caprice and gave it 20 emeralds, and I thought it will give me one villager. And I don't know what happened. So basically, after killing a bunch of villagers, I think we have what we're going to need. This apple sapling. So we're going to buy as much as we can, which is 3, 4. That's good enough. I'm gonna keep you. Oh look, all the children are gone. I didn't do anything. Trading with villagers is a bit cheaty, but I was not gonna wait for butterflies and gather pollen. This is much faster. So are you the apple tree that I want? That's the question. Yeah, it's full of apples. Okay, that's fine. So if we harvest it, how many apples do you give me? Wow. Okay, that's not bad. We actually got 36 apples. That's very good. I put all the patterns we are going to need in order to make the ultimate speed upgrade. Unfortunately, the only thing that we're missing and we don't have it in large quantity is nether stars. So we need to automate that. And I've been always wondering, can we do that using applied energistics? So let's make a pattern. On top of our CPUs and on top of our ME controller, I actually made a chamber for spawning and killing the wither. So we do have a wither builder here and we do have a grinder and an interface. So if we put the pattern inside and cover you up like so, can we order one? This could be one of the most stupid decisions that I have made in my life, because we're spawning a wither in the middle of our base. Yeah. Okay, we did that. I can't breathe. Oh yeah, he's dead. Okay, did we get the star? And we got the star, and the crafting job is complete. Perfect. And if you're wondering where it is, it's actually back here. Look. I know, it's stupid. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye. Actually, just before we finish the episode, what if we order 10 at the same time? Yeah, I guess it works.